That's the sound of Hail Meteor, a mostly Wellington-based band whose new album is called Nearer. Here is guitarist-songwriter David Coventry, and then later guitarist John Kingston joins in to tell us how and why the 5 musicians who make up Hail Mary came together to make this music.
I've known Simon, our drummer, quite a long time, since probably 25 years, that kind of time. I used to be a sound engineer, and I recorded one of his band's albums, Marineville. Right. And I've always wanted to play with him because he's a really great drummer. And well, I was well retired from music. Never thought I'd play again, but then somebody called me up and said, "Hey, I've got these songs I'd like you to play on," and so I started playing guitar with this was somebody else, and much to my surprise, I was playing guitar again after many years of not, and became clear we needed a drummer, so it's like got the guy and needed a bass player who could sing.
Yeah,
and Simon knew Izzy because he'd been previously in a band with her. And then the original person quit, and so it was just 3 of us. And we were like, great, well, let's have our own band. So we called it Hail Meteor, and it was just 3 of us for about, almost a couple of years, I think. Could be wrong about that. Yeah, could be wrong about that. Maybe it was 18 months, something like that.
Okay, all right.
And then, and then JK joined because it became apparent that needed more kind of guitars. Always using more guitars,
of course.
And then we thought we needed another voice to back to do harmonies with Izzy.
Okay.
So Sarah joined.
Cool. So what is it? Is there a story behind the name Hail Meteor?
Oh, I just thought it was funny. Yeah, I think I was watching a YouTube channel about meteors and comets, and I just thought, and the probability of John's saying that the link isn't working. The probability of a meteor hitting Earth, and I was like, oh yeah, great, come on, do it. So I was like, welcome, right. Welcome Oblivion, kind of. That was kind of the name. Yeah.
And so the new album is called Nearer. Does that have anything to do with the oncoming Oblivion?
No, not at all. I didn't actually think of that. No, that name just sort of popped. That word just popped into my mouth when Izzy had done the artwork for the album, which was the albatross flying.
Yep.
And for some reason, the word nearer popped into my head, and I couldn't. It just seemed to evoke something about this albatross driving. Yeah, that was just sort of sat nicely.
Yeah, very good. All right. So when did sessions for the record start to take place, and when did it start to form itself into what it is now?
That was back in October last year.
Okay.
We all convened at Sarah's place in Raumati South on Kapiti Coast in Wellington. We just convened in her basement. We have enough gear on our own to be able to record everything. And we spent a week sort of just laying down tracks. And then I spent the best part of a year doing my parts and doing the production and all that. So yeah. It took me a long time to get it finished, but we got there.
Okay, well, do me a favor, pick a track and tell me kind of the journey it went from what you got at the end of the sessions to what you turned it into.
Okay. The funniest.
Thank you.
Well, I just had to think of one.
Yeah.
Okay. The closer, the last song on the album, is a track called "The Ages." So originally there was a sampled drum beat, which Simon played over the top of. And so we were all in the room and we all played to this and we laid down our tracks. And, at the end we were like, okay, great. Okay, we've got the drum track. And then by the time we'd finished with the track, nothing of that session was used. Not even the drums. Simon redid the drums after we'd done a whole lot of stuff. Because they weren't quite sitting right, and we thought, no, they could be more aggressive and more fun. So, although it took up the same space on the session in our recording software, which was quite funny to me. Nothing of it came from the beginning.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I went through a lot of changes, and I personally, with guitars, I like to try lots of different things and layer things a lot, and try different tunings and to try and get strange effects that I can't get from just playing, but I can't actually things I can't replicate live. But so it takes me a long time to work through that sort of stuff in my head to get to the end.
Okay, all right. So that's how the album ends. The album begins with a tune called Mountains, which is, I mean, it's just got a massive sound, a big sound.
Yeah.
So do you guys talk about that before you go off on and build it into whatever it is? Do you get much feedback from the other folks in the band?
But I mean, Izzy wrote that song. I think she presented it to us like a week before we were due to play with Mogwai.
Okay.
and we really liked the song, and we're like, oh, we have to open the Mogwai show with this song.
Right.
So we very quickly sort of came up with our parts and whatever, and we completely cocked it up, of course, because we just didn't know what we were doing. Anyway, but it hasn't changed a lot since then. But Izzy's thing right at the start was that her idea for it was that it should sound like 100 synthesizers that have gone insane.
Okay.
Which isn't how it sounds, but I took that idea for my for the great big guitar that comes, crashing in.
Right.
Yeah. Which, how did I do that? I tuned my whole guitar to C, and then you just used a screwdriver on it, and played it as a slide part with kind of random notes, because who knows what notes. Oh shit! Come on, cat. What notes were going to come up, but right. I just knew they were all going to be in the same, roundabout thing. And I did that 4 times, and that's how I got that giant sound. Yeah.
And how was the Mogwai gig?
Oh, it was great, except for the first song. I loved it. It was really fun. We only got to play 5 songs, which was fine. Some of our songs are really long.
Right. Yep.
And one of the tracks is on YouTube. You can go and find that. And we haven't actually. It's our favorite song. Well, I think it's our best song, and it was the song we played last. And it's not on the album because we tried to record it and we just couldn't. We couldn't get it right. So it'll have to be on the next album. So yeah, go to YouTube and have a look for it's a song called Wairoa.
Why Aurora?
Um,
Okay, all right. Yeah,
yeah,
because you
yeah.
do. There's like one, two, three, four, 4 or 5 songs that are over 7 minutes long. So,
Yeah, I don't know how this happens. It just sort of seems to happen. We like to jam a lot. We
right?
improvise a lot in the practice room, and we go on for ages sometimes. And I think part of the problem. Well, I think there's kind of a with Izzy singing these quite sort of powerful things that she's getting at emotionally, and we're just trying to replicate that musically, and that can take quite a long time to find the end point of
Gotcha.
that
Right, right.
emotive.
All right,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
There is one short one, Nouns, which is just over 2 minutes, and it's kind of punky, so it kind of stands
Yeah.
out because of that. How did that happen?
We were playing with a band called Hoi Hoi down here in Christchurch, and who are really great. And I was really enjoying listening to them, and I was like, oh, I want to play a song like that, like those guys. So I just picked up my guitar and wrote that riff, and everyone liked it. So it became a song. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
so easy as
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I kind of like had the name Nouns before I had any lyrics or anything. I just thought it was a fun name for a song.
Gotcha. All right. So you
Yeah.
you mentioned at the beginning of our conversation that thought you were done making music. Why
Oh yeah.
why were you done?
Oh, I played all through my 90s and oh, sorry, through my 90s, through the 90s.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't look
Um
like Willie Nelson. He's playing through his 90s.
yeah, 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 yeah. Um and I put a lot of time and effort into that and didn't quite get there. Some of my friends did, which was great, and
Yeah.
it's super proud of them and everything. But I had other things to do, and I'm a writer. I'm a novelist. That's what I
Wow.
do in my everyday. And really, I just sort of yeah, I turned my brain off to that side of things. I also have some health issues, which doesn't help,
No.
which is why we don't really play that often live
Uh-huh.
because it's quite hard on my body. Um, yeah, so yeah, I really didn't think, and in fact, at the time, I was in the middle of a PhD as well. So
Oh, you
I was
got
kind
plenty
of
of other
like,
things on your
I was
mind.
kind of like, you want me to play music? Are you kidding? I'm trying to do this PhD, and
Right.
but I did it, and I found it really helpful, and I was just amazed that I could still do it, or I
Right.
could do it full stop. And so it's sort of become a little bit of an obsession.
And
Yeah,
what's the
yeah.
Wellington scene like these days? Is it different than when you started out a while ago?
Yeah, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, when I started, gee, I was pretty young. I was sort of like late 80s. Young bands, I think there was four of us playing, and one of them was She Hard.
Right.
Apart from that, there was just another three who weren't metal. We were all sort of playing alternative music.
Yep.
Um, and so it was pretty sparse. Even though there were some good venues, but it was pretty sparse. But then I went away for a while. I went up to Auckland for a couple of years, and by the time I came back, it had exploded in Wellington. There was so many bands, and that's continued on. It's great. Coming back to it, there's so many venues in Wellington. It's fantastic, and there's so many bands doing really interesting things, and of any age. My friends in Beast Wars and and
Right.
and stuff. They do amazing things, and
They just put a new album out
um,
last week, didn't they?
yeah, and it went straight to number one, I think. So
Oh,
yeah,
there
it's
you
like
go.
awesome. It's great because James, I'm old friends with James, the bass player, and it was kind of like back when we were playing, he was just a sound engineer. He didn't play.
Uh-huh.
And then suddenly in his 40s, he became, one of the biggest bands in New Zealand. I was like, how the fuck did you end up there? How did you pull that off, you bastard? But he's still doing it. It's fantastic. It's really great. Really, really proud of them, and they're a good band. Yeah.
All right. So now that Nearer is out, what's in the
Mm.
future for Hail Meteor?
I think we're playing in Auckland in March, I believe.
Okay.
Um, I guess more recording, more writing, more recording. Yeah, that's the main focus of the band. Is that side of things, is just creating, and from whatever source, be it me writing a riff or Izzy writing a song, or
Right.
John writing some chords, or even Sarah, or even Simon. In fact, he's written some stuff we've tried to incorporate.
Right.
Yeah, so we're just trying to create things that make us satisfied in a certain way, you know?
Yeah. All right. All right. And does the same thing that got you started in music still drive you, or are you doing it for different reasons?
There's some things, yeah, there's definitely some things. Um, oh, when I was young, I was, you know, when I finally learned how to play the guitar, and was playing in a band that kind of was doing good music. There's a lot of anger and it was
Right.
pretty savage stuff, but that part of me doesn't really exist anymore, except in my writing.
Uh-huh.
Um, I mean, I guess it comes across in my guitar playing, but certainly not in my any vocalization or anything. No, but apart from that, yeah, I mean, there's definitely things that hang around. Just this, music's a freaking mystery, it's a
Yeah.
total mystery. And
Yep.
I think that's, for me anyway, that's a big part of it. It's like, what on earth is this thing, and how do you make it?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, there's John.
We were just wrapping up, but it's good
Oh,
that you're with us. So tell me what making this record Nearer, how do you see it as different than like what the band has done at previous times? And is there some evolution to what you guys are up to?
there's definitely evolution. Evolution of band sort of personnel and just reaching for higher quality. I guess we always want to make ourselves better, so that's the evolution.
All
Yep.
right. And was the process different than previously?
Yeah, well, I wasn't super involved in the first album.
Okay.
So the process was I sort of added my tracks later because I joined the band later than everyone else. But the process was different in that we all got together and went sort of on holiday, and David's probably told you.
Haven't heard about the
And that was
holiday,
really
no.
good. Oh well, most of us took a week off work and
Oh, you did
went
say
and
something about that.
recorded. Yeah, went and recorded it, and what and and then David just worked really hard on making it sound the way he wanted to, which was really the most important thing, because I thought the song material was really good. So getting it to a point where you're happy with putting it out is another thing altogether. So
Gotcha.
Mm.
so I think he did really well.
All right. I don't have credits for did you write any of the songs in addition to your guitar virtuosity?
Not really. I mean, there's sort of development of songs as part of the team. So
Right.
and
Mm.
we all kind of co-credit for writing.
Mm.
So
Oh, good.
Yeah.
so I don't think there were any of the things I introduced. There was a couple of themes I introduced, which were then which got run with, and but it's really a joint effort. But I kind of think Isabel and David kind of bring most of the material to the table. Um, and now Sarah's bringing a couple of songs too, so
Okay.
that's cool.
All right. And
Mhm.
is there a point in anywhere track that stands out for you as a guitar player that is a highlight?
Or I think it's just good to be, make the right contributions to each song for the
Right.
strengths of each song. I kind of like, Sweet's kind of quite an immediate guitar
Yeah.
thing, and I really liked it because I had a pedal that my friend Ben Fulton from Red Witch gave me, and I really wanted to use it, and so I used it on that song, and I got really happy with that particular sound. It was good, but I think the ages I really like. The kind of building guitar atmospherics on that. Um, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
and there's
with
a
their
bit
out,
where David plays acoustic guitar, which I think was really great. Like something like Keith Richards always says, if you want another effect, just play an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
always makes a really interesting in an electric band, if you put an acoustic
Yeah.
guitar in the sound, suddenly that's quite a different and nice thing. So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No,
yeah. But no, I'm
that's
pretty happy with all of it. Yeah,
and
I
David,
I
remember.
think
when
David might have thought of that when we were sitting at home with my Martin guitar,
uh,
which was in the strange tuning.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
So that was
Um,
the cool thing for you to go back to your house and add that part was really cool.
yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I was just kind of
Mhm.
like, how do I make this how do I make this different? And I was like, I just went and grabbed this very ratty classical guitar that was just literally I haven't ever barely even played. And I just picked it up and went blong. And I went,
right?
that sounds cool. And that's what all that big bassy sound at the end of the ages is just
Ah,
me whacking that guitar that never got tuned. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
So, which
no,
is
it's
kind
cool.
of vaguely in tune in key.
Yeah, it works. So
Yeah.
that's what's great.
All right. And John, now the album's out and you guys don't do a lot of gigs. What else music-wise do you get up to?
Well, I'm sort of I've just done a 3 night show at Bats Theatre with a poet Simon Sweetman, and I was playing
Okay.
guitar for his poetry reading
Cool.
of his song of his book,
Right.
the Richard poems, and it's kind of about toxic friendships. And it was very very dark. And I've got my own solo project called A Box of Hammers. I'm about to release my third album, and I'm off to play a gig in Melbourne. And I've got a couple of gigs in Wellington coming up. And I did a little bit of work on a film soundtrack recently, and yeah, just do quite a bit of stuff. And I'm in a duo called Filter Sphere, which is a drums and guitar atmospheric sort of soundscape
Right.
um, thing, which is we seem to be playing. We've done 11 gigs in 2 years, so people seem to keep asking us to do stuff. So
Nice. Sounds like you
yeah, so yeah,
keeping busy. Lots of
yeah,
stuff
man,
going on. Yeah.
yep, yep.
Is it out of
So yeah,
necessity because there's little money in what you do, so you have to kind of do a lot of different things, or is it just what you like to do?
I think it's what I like to do, and it's like taking um taking some interesting offers.
Right.
Like the Box of Hammers thing started. I started playing in art galleries, and kind of and then the lockdown thing, I sort of got into recording, which I'd been more into performance before that. So I just started playing with sort of atmospheres really.
Right. Okay.
And I'm really into soundtrack and film music, and so that kind of like I like that cinematic element to music.
Yep.
So that's kind of where it's gone, and then from there I've just been asked to do other things like films and join other bands and do other things. And I think David asked me to do this after hearing some maybe books with him and stuff, maybe. So
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, so I'm just kind of open to doing more stuff. And so when I get offered a gig, I'll probably say yes and give it a go. And
Yeah, give it a go.
do my best. Do my best. Yeah.
And did you guys pressed vinyl on this record as well, right?
Yeah, we did.
Got any left? Have they
so
all gone?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Simon.
We've got them left.
Yeah,
We've got records left.
Yeah, no, we pressed that in Melbourne, I believe, and it's got a few less tracks on it than the digital album, but
otherwise it would be like a triple album.
that's right. Yeah, because our songs are so bloody long.
Nice.
There it is.
Yeah.
Very shiny and glossy and black.
Yep.
Beautiful artwork.
Yeah. No, it's cool.
It's got like the Black album from it's got nothing on it, so great.
Yeah.
Very minimalist cover, but it's got lots of beautiful artwork on the inside and extra sleeves and stuff. So, and the download code cards have also got some beautiful artwork on them. So yeah, really pleased with that.
All right. Well, I imagine you'll sell out of the vinyl. You only press like what, 200 copies or whatever?
Yeah, not too many. Yeah. I mean, we kind of need somebody like Flying Nun to come along and say, we'll take you on board. So, if you guys are listening out there, it would be really helpful.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a good record. It's a good record. It's it's better than anything I've done in my life. So I'm pretty proud of it.
Right.
I think we're all pretty proud of it.
If you enjoyed this episode of the 13th Floor's Music Talk series, please be sure to subscribe to the website or to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram and wherever you find your podcasts. There's a whole lot more to discover.